Mark and Emily had been married for 10 years. From the outside, they looked like the perfect couple. They had a beautiful home, two children, and smiling family photos covering the walls. But lately, Emily noticed something had changed. Mark had become distant. He spent more time on his phone, smiled at messages he wouldn't explain, and suddenly started working late several nights a week. Whenever Emily walked into a room, he would quickly lock his screen. At first, she tried to ignore it. Maybe he's stressed from work, she told herself. But deep down, something felt wrong. One Friday evening, Mark told Emily he had an important business dinner and wouldn't be home until late. Emily nodded and wished him a good evening. The moment he left, however, she noticed he had forgotten his smartwatch on the kitchen counter. A few minutes later, the watch lit up. A message appeared on the screen. "Can't wait to see you tonight." Emily froze. Her heart began racing. She stared at the message, hoping there was some innocent explanation. Then another message arrived. "Same hotel as last time?" The room suddenly felt colder. Emily sat down, unable to believe what she was seeing. For weeks she had ignored the warning signs. Now the truth was staring her in the face. Instead of calling Mark immediately, she decided to find out everything. Using information from the messages, she discovered the hotel where Mark was supposed to be meeting the mystery woman. An hour later, Emily parked across the street from the hotel. She watched people enter and leave. Then she saw him. Mark stepped out of his car. And he wasn't alone. A woman approached him, smiling. Mark wrapped his arm around her waist as they walked toward the hotel entrance. Emily felt her stomach drop. The man she had trusted for 10 years was betraying her right in front of her eyes. For a moment, she considered driving away. But then she took a deep breath and followed them inside. The hotel lobby was quiet. She saw Mark and the woman waiting for an elevator. As the doors opened, Emily walked straight toward them. "Mark!" The sound of her voice hit him like lightning. He spun around. The color drained from his face. "Emily?" The woman beside him looked confused. For several seconds, nobody spoke. Then Emily looked directly at the woman. "I'm his wife." The woman's eyes widened. She immediately stepped away from Mark. "Your wife?" she asked. Mark stammered. I I can explain." But the words sounded weak even to him. Emily shook her head. "No. You can explain why you lied. You can explain why you broke your promises. But you can't explain this away." The woman looked furious. "You told me you were separated." Mark's face turned pale. Now both women were staring at him. The lies he had told were collapsing around him. Without another word, the woman turned and walked out of the hotel. Mark tried to follow Emily as she headed for the exit. "Please, Emily, wait." She stopped and looked at him. For the first time, he saw not anger in her eyes, but disappointment, and somehow that hurt more. "I trusted you," she said quietly. Mark lowered his head. "I know. You didn't just betray me. You betrayed our family." Tears filled his eyes. He knew she was right. One selfish decision after another had brought him to this moment, the moment he lost the respect of the person who loved him most. Emily walked away without another word. Months later, Mark often thought about that night. Not because he got caught, but because he finally understood what his choices had cost him. Trust takes years to build. A single lie can destroy it. And sometimes, by the time the truth comes out, it's already too late.